Hi and welcome along to this video. In this video I'm going to try and do a shopping video, what I bought in the shop, which was yesterday. Now yesterday was a bit of a funny day because we set off quite early to go shopping. We had to first drop my son off, who was going to visit his girlfriend on yesterday. So we had to pick him up from work and we had to drop him off. So I said, well, why don't we go to the town? We're nearly at the town. Why don't we go to Newcastle and spend a day out before the masks came in, which is coming today, and we can just spend a day getting. We've never been to HMV or the shops really in Eldon Square in the middle of Newcastle since the end of March. So I had a pocket full of cash and I thought, let's go. So we did, and we went in there, and I've got to admit I took some video. Now if all works out, I'm going to show this video. It's just a few clips of what the stores I was looking at. And if I slow down the video enough, if it works, I can take you through some of the titles on there and my thoughts about them, whether or not I thought they were a good deal, whether or not I thought that I was interested in the movie but didn't know enough about it to take the jump. And but I was intent on buying quite a lot of films. What you'll see at the end of this video is what I actually did buy, but it's not as much as I wanted to buy, but it's definitely, and there's a bit of a surprise in there as well. So getting back to this video, and it should play out that you're going to get this talking head. It's going to introduce you to the video. You'll get the shopping bit, and then you'll get the bit on the end. Now the bit on the end I've just filmed, and I did film it that way just in case it all went wrong, so I can stick this bit onto that bit. And I've explained the fact that on the last bit what I actually thought about the shopping, but I'm trying to put the bit in the how can I put it, the footage that I've shot. I'm trying to do an overdub and trying to talk through that, and you can hear what my views were on the certain sections I went to. So that's what's going to happen. So anyway, getting back to my day yesterday, we went and got our stuff, and I purchased what I purchased. And wouldn't you believe it, the card reader, just before that, I'd picked up my stash, and my wife, I said, I'll just hold that while I get my money out. And she says, well, I tell you what, we've not spent much money for a while. I'll buy them for you. So I said, well, I'll pay them for myself. And she says, no, I'll get them for you. And I says, okay. I says, deal done. So I took the card and I went to the till. And I said to the bloke, yeah, there you are, there's the money. We couldn't get the car to go through because something happened. We found out later that somebody had cut through some really big phone wire, which had stopped all the tills working in Newcastle. Because we went into Holland and Barrett and got some protein bars and protein supplements, all that type of thing. Because with me being a vegetarian, I do supplement my protein intake, which is quite poor in the food I eat, and to get supplement extras. But anyway, I'm getting off the point. So their till didn't work. So anyway, when I went to till, and the bloke said to us, he says, well, if you want, he says, you can go to the cash point. I'll keep these away from you. You can go to the cash point and get some money out. So I'd said, yeah. So my wife says, he's got a load of money in his pocket, if you don't mind taking. He says, yes, we'll take the cash off you, no problem. So I give him the money, paid for the stuff, and then I thought myself, I said, when I went out the shop, I says, well, that didn't work out too good for me, didn't you? And my wife says, yes, you've paid for your own stuff, haven't you? And I went, yes, I kind of did, didn't I? Anyway, so yes, so if it all works out the way I wanted it to work, I don't want to go too long and ramble, but I've got another thing that after we're finished in the shop, we'll come out, and you couldn't pay for your ticket. You couldn't get out because their stuff had went down. So I had to go downstairs and tell the man with our car registration and get out of the place. And which you might see a bit of that in the video. And also we went to look at maybe myself getting a new car. So I went in, and anyway, 3 hours later, with our heads busting after having nothing to eat all day, we came out with a brand new car each. So yes, so that was quite an interesting day. So I might have spent a couple of quid at HMV, and I think we spent about 20 grand in the showroom. Not 20 grand, but you know what I mean. We didn't buy them by cash, that's for sure. So anyway, that's a bit of waffle about what happens precursor to going to the shop. So this will be my first shopping video. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope this bit works. If it doesn't work and it just jumps to me saying, well, whatever, you'll know that this whole footage couldn't be put in. But I will try and do it next time, because I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to go now and try to do this, and if it's a mess, it'll have to just leave it for another day. Okay, so I'll see you quite soon. So guess what, it didn't work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and try to find out of how to do these things. I was just thinking that it might have been quite easy, but it wasn't. Although the button that probably is just next to the button that I'm pressing isn't the right one. But that being said, I'll get you back to the normal video, and bearing in mind that this bit coming up now was a bit that I finished first. This bit is the bit I finished last, and the bit that you saw before was the bit that got finished second. What a mess. Okay, so back to the action. So let's see what I picked up from HMV after all. Now, if my video was worked out the way I wanted to work out, I would have done some footage of when I was in the shop, and I would have got some voiceovers in it. If that didn't work out and I had to go past I'm filming this at the end of the video, not in sequence, it means that the plan that I wanted to do, it didn't work out that way. But anyway, I went to HMV obviously, and this is what this video is about, and had a shop, and I didn't get exactly what I wanted to, but I'll show you what I did get. Now, first of all, as you might have saw in the video if it was there, but if you didn't, I was looking for a CD by a band called Protomartyr, which I've seen, and if it works at this moment, I would like to show you a little clip of when me and my wife went to see them maybe about 2 years ago, and we really enjoyed the show, and the clip is coming up now. But if it's not on and you just saw me sitting there then it didn't work out. So I'll move on to what the CD I went to get was, the Protomartyr CD, and I think it was maybe 2 or 3 albums ago, and I've been listening to it on YouTube and I really liked it. I couldn't find that one. The only one they had was this one, which was not the one that's just come out, but the one before that, and I believe it was out in the year 2017. So this was around about the time when we went to see them, probably 2018 when we went to see them, and this was the album that they were promoting at that time, and it's Relatives in Descent. Now, the way I can describe this band, to me they sound a little bit like a cross between the Strokes and the Fall. If you like them two bands, put them together and you get a bit of that. But whatever happens, I will leave a link down to one of the songs in here, which is probably my favourite song at this moment. I'm going to say they're quite good. This is a really good album actually. Probably either Don't Go to Antacita, which is which would have been the song that I would have played if my editing worked out, or Half Sister. Corpses in Regalia is good as well. Now, you might know that on the front it had $10.99 on it, and the back it had $8.99. So I went to go and pay for it, and I said to the guy, I said, there you are, my sir, there's a nice new Protomartyr CD that I would like to purchase from you. So he says, yeah, $10.99. I went, no, I think you'll find it's $8.99. He went, oh, I know about that, I'll scan the other one. And I thought, yeah, I think you will, because I haven't put this on and nobody's stuck this on. This is quite, it's been put on. So that's not, and usually HMV for some reason do stick things on the back of their releases now, for whatever reason that is. So anyway, great band. They're a new band-ish, and I like the thought of knowing a new band, not bands that have been around forever. So yeah, that was not the one I wanted, but still a brilliant album, and might be their best album actually. So that was the first thing I bought. And the next thing I bought, and I'm sure Movie Worm might have picked this up, I just got this feeling that he did show this off on one of his videos. I could be wrong, but I have wanted to watch this one, and I'm sure it was his review, and he told us a little bit about the film, and it made me want to check it out even more. And I went looking for it once in HMV and I couldn't find it, and it was in there and it was reduced, and it's the Colossus of New York. Now it's a stupid 1958 sci-fi movie, released on Blu-ray for the first time in the UK. After an accidental death of a brilliant scientist, His lunatic father and brother transplant the dead man's brain into the body of a giant robot. Well, what more could you want from a movie? Lovely slip. You've got to have I don't know if it's got a flippable cover underneath here. If it has, it will get flipped. But yep, for $5.99, I do like these ones that they do release in this version, and I've got a few of them, and I've been impressed by the ones I've seen so far. And I would pick most of these up as a blind buy, but probably think that you will get something really entertaining, and very much worth £6. Now the next film that I got was when I showed my wife. She went, you're joking, aren't you? And I says, no, hear me out. That the fella who I'm friendly with on this on YouTube, called Movie Collector, has just put a really good review of this film on his channel, and it made me want to think about. And I've never seen this film before. I think back in the day, I think I didn't like it because of the fact I didn't really like big blockbusters. I wasn't really drawn to them. I used to prefer ones that were a little bit independent or under the radar or low budget. And this was like a mega budget, big blockbuster. But his review said it was that good, probably one of the best 4Ks he'd ever seen. I had to check it out on that reason. And also, I'm quite a fan of this fella now. I never used to be, but I am now. And it is the 4K Top Gun. Now, it's meant to have had a brand new restoration, all of that stuff. And I have heard good things from other people talking about it. But when his recommendation of how good it was, I thought, well, I've got to check it out, because it might be one of them ones where, even though I haven't seen it, back in the day, you might have thought to yourself, well, it's all right, I don't really like it. But now, on hindsight, when you watch it with fresh eyes and a new transfer, it might come across as a really good film, and I'm willing to give it a try anyway. So for that reason, sometimes you may get a film that's that good on the eyes that it transported up to another level, when you will accept it for what it is and not thinking it's just a film that you're not that interested in. So yep, Top Gun, that was $19.99, although they took the sticker off it, or they give us a box from, you take the 4K to the shelf, and they go and get it's got a bit of a sticker on there. I'll have to take that off. There you go, I'll have that off. That's I thought it was wrecked, the box, and nearly fainted. Right, so the last one I bought. Now, you might start wondering about this, because if you've watched any of my other videos, the Arrow videos are doing really well at the minute, and I'm really pleased with how people have taken to them videos. I mean, I like a good Arrow collection video myself, and I found that my Arrow video collection, I thought it would do well, and it's done really well, and I'm really pleased with everybody who's given us some amazing feedback on that one, and lots of likes. And my subscriber list has went really, I think there's another 14 joined in the past couple of days, which is phenomenal. And it seems like a snowball effect, and it's great. It's a great feeling to have when you look at your subscriber list and it's popping up and popping up. It's just, it makes you think that people are coming back and people are subscribing. I think that's what it's all about, the fact that that your channel's working, and that's great. So anyway, getting back to what I picked up, this is the last thing I picked up. I would love to have picked more up, but for other reasons, I might do it on my I might have done it already on my voiceover bit that I might have done or I might not have done. This is why I'm doing this backwards, forwards. I don't know if it's going to work. That's why so if it doesn't work, then you're going to see it anyway. I don't have to do it twice. The stuff I went for, especially for the premium collection, yes, they had one of them, but they didn't have the other one. Now, when I went to look for that in the Arrow section, they have a 2 for $15 as well as the premium collection have 2 for $15. So I said to one of the guys, I said, if I was to get one from the premium collection and then get one from the Arrow collection, and that's 2 for £15, isn't it? That would be all right, wouldn't it? Because I know there was one in there that I really wanted, although there was quite a few I was interested in, but they just weren't in the shop. They were online sale, which they got sold out of, and they just weren't available in the shop, which was a bit of a shame. I would have loved to get the 5-disc Phantasm release, but there wasn't one there. So anyway, I was looking through it, and I said to this fella, can I get one from there and one from there? And he says, well, I can't say why not, but I thought, I don't know if I feel too confident, bearing in mind that I'll go to the shop and then stand there with my purchases, and he said, no, you're paying full whack for that one, you're paying full whack for that one. Instead of 2 for 15, it'll be £30. So I didn't go there anyway. I can always get them another day. I wouldn't die if I didn't get them. So anyway, so I did pick one up from the Arrow titles, and it is, and you know, I knew I would have had to go for it, didn't I? Now, there's a couple of things about this release which I think, well, all right, it's in great nick, hard box. It will go with the other one. I do remember not liking it much, but this is way back in the day when it first came out in video, home video in the video shop. So for that reason, yes, but it might be better. And I know that some of it, I know a bit about the dog and the flashbacks and all that type of thing, but I'm willing to give it another shot. And anyway, it was there, and it was in a quite reasonable price of $17.99. It's always been about $19.99. But the thing that gets me was $29.99. I have never seen this for $29.99 anywhere. Now I could imagine this going for £30 when it's out of print, and you've got to go and get it from eBay, and you'll get the £30-40. I can see that happening. But when YouTube, when HMV said this used to be 30 and you get it for $7.99, what a brilliant saving that you're having. Really, you're only saving £2 because it was always $19.99. It was never, it went up there. And if it did go from $19.99, it didn't sell too many, and there was still some left, and then they put up the $29.99, which I've seen happen quite a lot of times with other titles. It makes you think that's not exactly the best way to go, HMV. Shame on you. So anyway, I'm cutting across that. The fact is, I did say in my other video, on my other Arrow video, that I would not pick this up because I wasn't a fan of it. But I did, even on the video, I was sort of talking myself into doing it. I did buckle, and here I am. I have buckled and I have bought it. But on that respect, I will chivvy me along to watch part 1 and also part 2, and give it press it some fresh eyes, and you never know, it might be all right. You know, it's worth a chance. At that much, I mean, sometimes you pay that for a normal disc anyway. So you get a nice hard box off Arrow. So it's good on the shelves. It'll go with the other one. So that's what I picked up. So yes, that's what I picked up. So thanks once again for watching. And if this video has worked out the way I did, it should be a bit more interesting than usual. But if it hasn't, it'll just be the usual video of me just doing a talking head through the whole lot. If I haven't done it, I will try and do a proper shopping video sometime. I'll not do it, but I might have to learn a bit more about how the computer works before I can get into that. So thanks once again for watching. I appreciate everybody who's commenting, all my subscribers, and just please keep watching. And on that note, I'll see you later.